little bit while trying to start. I don't know why it cut off recording, but I have left my crimper over at the house, and I'm definitely going to need that. But I'm waiting on a couple other things to come in through Amazon. Should be here in the next couple hours. I figure it'd be a good time to maybe try to mess with this a little bit without that tool. Start getting the batteries and stuff out of here. There's still some stuff I can do. All right, let me contemplate life a little bit, and I will bring you guys back. Definitely lack of maintenance. That's what gets you on this one. Check your battery cables, people. Save you a lot of headache and heartburn in the long run. By the way, this battery was ridiculously difficult to get out. I basically had to cut the bolt off to get this cable loose, and it just snapped right there. Bad cable ends are the problem. I've got enough cable length here. I shouldn't have to worry about it. I'm going to replace these ground straps and put actual cables on it. But I can tell that cable's messed up back up into here. That one doesn't feel too bad. So I should be okay there. This cable is messed up to about right there. I'm looking at the discoloration. When it gets hot like that, it gets weak. This one I haven't stripped, but I'm going to take it back probably to there. I mean, there's ample cable room there. That'd be the supply for the tractor electronics anyways. That's the one coming from the starter. All this crap in the floor came from these battery boxes. This one was in a little bit better shape, not much. But that cable feels bad all the way up into here. But what I can do, I can cut it back to here and put the positive on this side, and then I'll get longer battery cables and I can put them over there. You know, just flip the battery 180 degrees and go from there. Waiting on Amazon to bring me some connectors. I need some crimp connectors. Ring terminals. That one I could theoretically save if the cable wasn't bad. This one's all chewed up. They were basically welded together. I need the tool to try to get this off too. I hope it works because I don't want to fight that starter. There's a bolt down there. It's a severe pain in the pooper to get to. Bright and early Saturday morning. Been raining all night, of course. It really hurts the mowing. But got new ground cables put in. Got the new ends put on these. You know, a good quality heat shrink really just makes you feel good about your work. Keep that stuff protected. I've got to find a smaller lug for that. The tool came in for this. Or the tool I'm going to try to use for it. It's a finger ratchet. How cool is that? Hopefully I can just hold the screw in and to get it done. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm going to go fight with this. I'm going to cry for a little bit, see if I can get it off. See what I can do with that. Stupid engineers, it irritates the shit out of me. My brother and I made this wrench for his other tractor. You gotta have a specialty wrench to get that bottom bolt out. No big deal. Fight with that for 47 hours. Now, it comes with a 14-page installation manual, 47 different languages. But it irritates me when they don't come with new hardware. That's stupid. You know, that bolt stripped out and I had to cut it off. That's one of the solenoid bolts. So basically, technically, I would be on hold until we got a new one of those. Probably special order. but I left it on the top, so we should be able to get it back in there. And there's no torque on this, left and right. It's all front and back, so it's kind of needed. But it also irritates me they don't come with new hardware. Man, send that crap. That's ridiculous. That thing was $110 for that solenoid. They don't give you the damn hardware for it. You know, we had a thermal breakdown here, so of course it melted the wires and the terminals all together to the nut, so there was no way for me to save it. I was able to rob Peter to pay Paul to get it off the other one. I guess I'm going to go back and be more angry and try to put this thing back on. Such a piss poor design. It's irritating. I think she needs an alternator. Alright, 4.7 hours later, I got those 2 bolts off, on, done, swapped. Have a great day. Even put the plastic cover back on. Good job, David. New solenoid came with that. I had to trim it because where these cables have been rerouted to make it work. Pretty cut and dry, you know. Regular batteries. But the old girl's not putting out any shocky shocks. So I don't know. Wonder how much an alternator is for that. Or if we can swap it for a Chevy 1-wire. Yeah. But she's not charging. Either way, this job's pretty much done. My brother can fight with the battery covers. You like this new toolbox? Look at that. Who doesn't love a Montezuma triangle box? These things are like $1,500. I caught it, they did a 50% off sale. I got it for like $714. I actually got this through Amazon because Amazon popped up a thing, 4 months, 0 interest. Why use my money when I can borrow somebody else's for free? But I've worked out of my brother's and our friend John's a couple times, and I really liked them. Man, it'll hard to never not have one of those again. I was looking for a side box for this, but now I'm in a dilemma. Do I want to put a side box there? Because it's really nice having a place to work. Flat-ish surface. I don't know. Got to do some pondering about if I'm putting a box on there. But anyways, this tractor is done. Like I say, caused bad corrosion, which could have messed up the alternator. I'm gonna have to ask him and see if he's had to jump it or had any trouble starting it or anything like that recently. Dad updated to this tractor back in the 90s. You know, when the 986 hit like 25 years, he got a spectacular deal on this. A guy bought it and it was too big for his land, and Dad picked it up. Anyways, you guys be good and be safe. We'll catch you next time.